Hi students, welcome back. So the purpose of this video is to guide you through the second week of your work packet, which is from Monday, June 1st up until Friday, June 5th. And I would like to tell you that if you haven't watched the video for the first week of this packet, I highly recommend for you to watch that video. And the reason is because this second week you are going to continue practicing the same skills that you learned the first week. So let's get started. I'm going to guide you through what you have to do each day. So on Monday, June 1st, you are going to continue practicing multiplying two-digit factors using the distributive property. So you will be working on this page, and it looks like this, and it's called practice multiplying two-digit factors using the distributive property. So if you can recall, what you did was you broke down the two numbers into smaller problems. So like I said, go back and watch the first video, and I will show you how to work out these types of problems right now here in a bit. So then on Tuesday, June 2nd, you're going to continue practicing multiplying, and this time you have the freedom of choosing which method you would like to use, because as you can recall, in the previous video we learned two ways to solve these types of problems. And then on Wednesday, June 3rd, you're going to work on page 92. Again, you may use whichever method helps you, whichever method works best for you. On Thursday, June 4th, you are going to continue using whichever method you choose. You're going to work on page 93. And then on Friday, June 5th, you are going to get creative. You're going to do something a little bit different. So on Friday, June 5th, you are asked to create your own math multiplication problem, okay? And that is the last sheet of your packet. It looks like this. And this problem is a word problem, but it's obviously going to require multiplication, right? So let's get started. So I am going to give you an example of a word problem that I wrote. And it reads like this. There are 42 cookies in each box. How many cookies are in 26 boxes? Okay, so this is my word problem, and this is what you need to do on Friday. You need to write your own word problem. You get to use whatever it is that you choose. You can be talking about cookies, pizzas, marshmallows, cars, candies, whatever you choose, animals. You get to choose the numbers you're going to use, and you get to choose the context of your story problem, okay? So I need you to write that out on Friday and solve it. And when you solve it, you are going to use the same skill, one of the two skills that we've already learned, that we learned last week, okay? And this is where I review the skills that we've learned. And that's why earlier in the video I said I'm going to show you how to solve the problems, but just a little bit down later in the video. So this is the time where I'm going to show you how to solve them. And I'm going to use the numbers from my story problem. So again, if you can recall, we have 42 cookies in each packet or in each box. How many cookies are in 26 boxes? Okay, this is the story problem, and this is where I'm getting my numbers from. If you need to, you may pause the video so you can take a picture of the story problem, or so you can read it at your own pace. Okay, so let's get started. Remember, we have 42 cookies. How many cookies are in 26 boxes? So we have 42 times 26. Last week, we learned how to solve multiplication problems in two different ways. We're going to use one of the ways we learned last week, which is breaking down the numbers into smaller numbers. So we have 40 plus 2. The reason I have 40 is because we have the number 4 in the tens place, so that means we have 4 tens, which gives us 40, and then we have 2 ones. So 40 plus 2 gives us 42 times 26, right? So we're going to break down our 26 into 20 and 2. Again, we have 2 tens, so that gives us 20. We have 2 ones, No, sorry, not 2 ones, 6 ones. That gives us 6. So 20 plus 6 again gives us 26. Next, what I did was I skipped the rectangle process of this skill that we learned last week because it's a lot of writing, and I think that you are ready to not have to use that part of the skill, but if you need to use it, that is fine with me, as long as you understand the point of the skill. If that helps you, that is totally fine with me, okay? Because we all learn in different ways. So what I did was I broke down my two numbers, and now we have 40 plus 2 and 20 plus 6, okay? And what I did was I used the distributive property, which basically means I did 40 plus 20, no, 40 times 20, and I have it written out here, 40 times 6, right here, 20 times 2, right here, and then 6 times 2, okay? We wrote them all out, and we solved. Remember, we can solve by using the shortcut way, which is this way. So the first problem is 40 times 20. What I do is I grab the first number of the problem, which is 4 and 2, and I multiply them. So 4 times 2 gives us 8. And then we have 2 zeros. We tackle them on, and we get 800. So that means that 40 times 20 is 800. Next, we're going to move on and solve the next problem. We're going to use the shortcut method again. And we're going to do 4 times 6 gives us 24. And how many zeros did we have left over? 1. So we're going to tackle it on, and we have 40 times 6 gives us 240. Next, we have 20 times 2. We're going to do 2 times 2 gives us 4, and then we have 1 0. We tackle it on, and it's 40. And last but not least, we have 6 times 2, and we know that 6 times 2 is 12. We're going to tackle it on. And now I made sure to line up all my numbers so I can add nicely instead of like writing them out however, and then I'm going to have to go back and rewrite them and line them up. This time I made sure to line them up. So we have 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 gives us 2. And then we have 0 plus 4 gives us 8, plus 1 gives us 9, right? And then last but not least, we have 8 plus 2, and that gives us 10. So our answer is 1092. And next we can say that there are 1092 cookies in 26 boxes. So we can answer that. So we can answer it like this, and I'll read the problem to you again, and the answer and the problem is there are 42 cookies in each box. How many cookies are in 26 boxes? 1092 cookies, okay? So this is what you're gonna do on Friday. You're gonna write your own story problem, and you're gonna solve it using the skills we've learned last week and you practiced for this week, okay? This is the end of this video. If you have any questions, feel free to message myself or Miss Mejia on Classroom Dojo. Send us an email. I highly encourage you to contact us if you need any further assistance. I hope you're all staying safe. Have a great week, everyone.